Hello guys, this week I didn't upload a cover video, but instead you may have noticed I uploaded a lyric video. The song is called Those Who Despise Its Race, and it's a lyric video I made for my friends of the band Catatonic, for whom I recently produced their first EP. Catatonic is a local band that plays a tasteful old school death metal with slow but heavy crushing riffs. So this week's video isn't a cover song, but instead I would like to share with you my experience recording and producing my first band. Roll that intro. I don't even remember how I met these guys. They've been Beer's friends for quite some years already, so I started making my first covers on YouTube, and when I thought I already had a good sound, or at least good enough for a demo or EP, I was desperate to record someone else, a band, to gain experience for the future. My idea was to have a home studio in which I could record local bands, making them sound the best possible with a low budget. Because I've heard albums that just don't sound good enough, something that just doesn't put up, and the production simply ends up butchering their songs. So with this idea in mind, I asked the guys if they had any single they would like to release. I do the job at no cost. I was looking for exposure and experience, so a few months later they were already at my home recording the first single called Looking for Blood, and it sounded something like this. Though it wasn't the greatest production, they were pretty glad with it, and so they asked me how much for a 4-song EP. I was actually shocked. I was not expecting that, and it gave me a lot of confidence, so I ended up charging about $45 a song, since this was my first real record. What happened next was a total odyssey. These are 3 guys who together barely had any experience recording at studio, and me, who had never ever recorded anyone but himself. First, it was a mess. The drums were recorded at another guy's studio, the tempo was not mapped, and the drummer tracked while listening to a rehearsal recorded with their phone, so that tempo was all over the place. So I had them map the tempos and drums with a software, and then we transposed it to drum samples. The bassist, believe it or not, it was really easy to work with, despite what everyone thinks about basses in the studio. This guy knew how to lay down his track. We tracked the bass probably 2 or 3 times per song, so we could later choose the best recording. When the time came to record the guitars, we opened up the gates of hell with this one. We had to record 6 or 7 guitar tracks per song, because at first it sounded okay, but the more you listen to it, the more evident it was that each track was not aligned with each other. So we tried, and always had the same results. That took me about 15 hours of post-production, simply time aligning every single track to make them sound together. The vocal tracks went down really easy. Again, we recorded probably 2 or 3 times to get the best track at the end. Finally, we all had a great time putting this EP together. The guys brought beers and snacks every time they came. The EP finally came out, and I really dug this last song of the EP, Those Who Despise Its Race, and I wanted to know how it would be like to make a lyric video. So a few weeks after the EP released, I made this lyric video. I was first making it as a gift for the guys, so I showed it to them, and they asked me to upload it to my channel, and there you have it. You know, and though this isn't the greatest production ever made, it sounds good, and I barely have the hardware required to do that. So I'm planning on moving and have a real studio. I have been invested in better hardware and software, and though I'm investing money in it, I also want to make a series of tutorials that will explain how to produce your own records at home with a low budget. The only investment will be a microphone and an interface. And if you already have those, you'll need $0. I'm not the greatest producer, but if you like the sound of my covers and you like how Catatonic sounded, then you're gonna love it. I will teach you everything from the recording basics to having a thick and loud master. Mastering took me probably about 2 years alone. Now, I don't really know if people are going to like a series of videos like this, and believe me, this is the first time I talk to a camera for more than half a minute. So I need to know from you guys if you like this format. Please comment below and let me know if you have any feedback. The last thing I'd like to say is I will continue making weekly cover songs, and I have just uploaded my first gig on Fiverr, which is lyric videos. So if you or your band or your friend's band is interested in basic lyric videos like this, just reach me directly or follow the link below. You can also follow Catatonic on Facebook. They're also on Bandcamp, and you can stream online on Spotify. Thank you so much for following. Please like and subscribe. Remember to leave a comment, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you later.